Is UVa-Wise. The Cavs are under the direction of first-year head coach Dane, Damron, 22-year coaching veteran who spent the last 7 years at Eastern Kentucky, the last 5 as the team's offensive coordinator. At Wise, Coach Damron inherits a squad that has a lot of strength on the defensive side of the ball, led by Zachary Blair, who led the country in tackles for loss last season. Please welcome to the Mountain East Conference UVA-Wise head coach Dane Damron.
Thank you. Very excited to be at Wise. Very excited to be here today. One thing we know about at Wise is we know where we are. There's no question. We know where we are. We've got a long way to go. Somebody said, "Well, Coach, you got a good head coaching job." I said, "Well, if it's a good head coaching job, they wouldn't hire me." And so we understand that we've got a long way to go. I'm blessed to be with a lot of good head coaches in this football league, and had the opportunity to watch a lot of film. And watching the film of the 2015 edition of the Cavaliers, I've really understood how far we do have to go, because there's a lot of good football played in this league. There's no question about that. But we took this job with our eyes wide open. We know where we've got to get to and how far we got to go, and we're gonna chase that every single day. You've heard, very excited about getting to see Zach Blair play. Didn't get to see him play in the spring. He was going for had shoulder surgery, and so excited to watch him play. I know that he, for about a 210-pound strapping young lad, I know he plays awful hard. So very excited to watch him play. Got a lot of question marks on the offensive side of the ball. We got to figure out who's going to be pulling the trigger as a former quarterback. I understand how important it is to have a good one there. And I'm sure all these other 10 young men up here, these fine coaches with me, would express that sentiment that if you're not very good at quarterback, you're not going to have a very good football team. So we've got to make sure we find that out. Our administration realizes that we've got to up the ante in football. I think the last several years they've just fielded a football team, and anytime you're just trying to field a football team, you're not going to have very much success, because football is a sport that takes a commitment not only from the coaches and from the players, but from the chancellor to the athletic director and on down. So I'm very excited to work for Chancellor Henry and the vision that she has for our football program. We know we're not going to get there tomorrow, but I can promise you we're better today than we were yesterday, and that's what we're going to keep chasing every single day. I know that we're excited. Don't know how excited I'm about playing all these guys up here, but I know I'm excited to get on the field August 10th and get going with these young men, and to see the work that they've put in, and see if they're as excited about playing for me as I am coaching them. We had a great spring. One thing that I do know, I had the opportunity to start a football program from ground zero at Kentucky Christian University, and it's awful hard to win with freshmen. And we're going to have to play a lot of freshmen this year. There's no question about that. But the only way you have a chance to win is if you have your upperclassmen step up and do some things for you. So we're going to have some young men that played last year step up and do some things for us to give us a chance. But we are going to be playing a lot of freshmen. We're excited about the kids we've signed. We're excited about our future and where we're going. So appreciate you guys having me. I'll step out of the way.